Creativity is not something that could be forced. It's something we tap into. It flows when we allow ourselves to be open, playful, and fearless in our expression. Too often people struggle with creativity because they overthink, judge their work too harshly, or try too hard to impress others. But real creativity isn't about perfection or approval. It's about truth, exploration, and trust in our own instincts. These are 7 tips on how you can be more creative. The Creative Act by Rick Rubin is a huge influence on this video today. Number 1, be a receptive vessel. Creativity isn't something we manufacture, it's something we tune into. Just like a radio station, ideas are already out there, waiting for us to receive them. The key is to be open and aware. Inspiration often arrives in quiet moments when we aren't chasing it, but instead letting it come naturally. All right, we're headed to Lowe's. I'm going to utilize my creativity and make a coat rack. The more we pay attention to the world among us and within us, the more creative insights will emerge. Number 2, create without attachment. One of the biggest creativity killers is worrying too much about the final product. If we focus only on the outcome, whether it will be good, successful, or admired, we lose the joy of creating. True creativity is about expressing something real, not just something that pleasures others. Perfectionism and fear of judgment stifle originality. There's Lowe's right there. In here, get some wood, go home and make a coat rack. Instead, we should embrace the process itself and create for the sake of creating. Number 3, embrace stillness and silence. The modern world is full of distractions, making it hard to hear our own thoughts. Creativity thrives in moments of stillness. Meditation, long walks, or even just sitting in silence can clear the mind and allow ideas to rise to the surface. Overloading on media, constantly scrolling, watching, or listening, fills our heads with so much outside noise that our own creative voice gets drowned out. To be truly creative, we need space to think and reflect. In my last video, I talked about going for a run and how that can spark ideas. Number 4, follow your curiosity. Creativity is strongest when it's driven by genuine curiosity rather than obligation. When something sparks our interest, we should follow it without overanalyzing why. Curiosity leads us to new ideas, new perspectives, and new ways of thinking. The best creative work comes from a place of exploration rather than pressure. When we allow ourselves to be curious, creativity becomes an adventure rather than a chore. Number 5, work from a place of play. Creativity shouldn't feel like a rigid job. It should feel like play. When we treat it too seriously, we put unnecessary pressure on ourselves, which often lead to creative block. Instead, we should approach it with a sense of fun, like a game where we can experiment freely. All right, this should be an easy project. I got lumber and I got hooks. Should be all I need. Time to head home and start making it. I forgot paint. I think I have. Playfulness allows for unexpected connections and ideas that wouldn't emerge in a strict, serious mindset. Number 6, experiment and make mistakes. Creativity is a process of trial and error. Some of the best ideas come from making bad art or trying something new that doesn't initially work. Mistakes are not failures. They are stepping stones to breakthroughs. When we accept failure as part of the process, we take the fear out of creativity. Okay, I got the spray paint. I'm going to use matte coffee bean. I just got it from Lowe's. Let's measure these boards and cut them. The more we experiment and take risks, the more we grow as creators. Last but not least, number 7, trust your own taste. We don't need to be experts or have technical mastery to know when something feels right. Creativity is subjective, and trusting our own instincts is crucial. If something moves us, it has value, regardless of whether others approve. External validation shouldn't be the deciding factor in our creative choices. The more we trust ourselves, the more confident and authentic our creative work becomes. Creativity isn't about forcing brilliance, striving for perfection, or seeking approval. It's about being open, playful, curious, and unafraid of mistakes. When we remove the pressure and trust the process, creativity flows naturally. By tuning into inspiration, embracing stillness, following our curiosity, and allowing ourselves to create freely, we unlock our fullest creative potential. This has been part 1 of a series on creativity. I'm John Robert. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video.